Heading out today to explore the old Dragon Mine, southeast of Wickenburg, Arizona. From Wickenburg, we headed east on Constellation Road, then turned south on Monarch Trail, which is some old stagecoach roads, and ended up at the mine. So the mine operated multiple times throughout the past 100 plus years. It's a gold and vanadium mine, and now all's left is a bunch of ruins. The mine had operated under different names throughout the years. In 1917, the ore was found to be high in vanadium. Vanadium is used it's an alloy that's used in different metal making. As you can see here, the main shaft was sunk down to 110-foot level, but after the end of the war, vanadium demand and the gold prices plummeted and the property was forced to close down. By 1928, a mine was taken over by United Vanadium Corporation, and then they sank the main shaft down to 267 feet. Here's an old newspaper article from 1917 that showed the ore from the mine was helping the war effort. By the late 1930s, the mine was abandoned for a second time, and it sat idle for decades. In the late 1970s and early 80s, exploratory drilling was done to see if there was any value underground. They found there was some value in the old tailings piles, and they set up a leaching process, ponds, and worked that for several years. But back in 1989, the project pretty much was abandoned from then on. Here's another mine shaft, pretty much caved in. Well, some of the wood.
Oh, there's a lot of structure here, isn't there?
Yeah.
Whoa, 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 I thought that was going to stop me.
Would have been neat if you could have seen some of the old photographs, but I searched the internet, couldn't find anything. Well, it's warm today. It'd be a good time to find a rattlesnake. Yeah, the poppies are beautiful coming out. I imagine this is probably some of the cabins at one. Look at all the poppies down there. This is what's left of some of the miners' cabins, I imagine.
There's somebody else coming.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Yes.
So this shaft goes down 267 feet. This is just one of many mines throughout the area. In fact, in Arizona, they think there's about 10,000 abandoned mines. All right, we're going to head back, reverse our route. I'm going to film it this time since I didn't film on the way out. So the trip was about 13 and a half miles from Wickenburg. So this is an old stagecoach route. Can you imagine riding a stagecoach through this area? On a side note, let me show you where we wanted to ride. This is normally a dry wash. That's the RV park that we're staying at. This is the Hassayampa River. Normally it's a dry wash. It's very popular among four-wheelers and horseback riders to go up and down this dry wash. There's miles and miles of trails. This is after 6 days. You can see what it was like before with the floods. We had massive rain and snow melt. So one of the reasons we stayed in this RV park here was because they have a gate that empties right into the the dry wash for the trails, which we weren't able to do this week, so we went elsewhere and we went out and looked at mines.